Well, brothers and sisters, look at this rally right now on Breton ETH. And now we're seeing it slowly starting to recover, starting to come back up, heading towards those billions of dollars in market cap as it is on Ethereum, as it is the bullish claim narrative like Pepe, which is on Ethereum as well. And the most important part here, it is a low market cap coin. That's why it makes it 100x, potentially 1000x kind of pump coin. As same thing as well for Dorky, which we're going to talk about in today's video, why I'm bullish in these coins, as well as what's going on with Bitcoin, what's going on with Ethereum, and most importantly, what to look for here. If you like this content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and let's get into it. Now, the most important thing here, guys, is I want to make millions of dollars in this market, and I don't know what to do. Some people are telling me this is bearish. Some people are telling me the bull market is over. Some people are telling me the bull market is back. I don't know what to do. I'm just watching YouTube videos. This guy is telling me this is the bull market. The other guy, this is Bitcoin is going to 40K. And it is pretty hard to navigate the space. I can agree with you on that one. It is very confusing if you are new here, if you haven't been here for a while. It is very confusing to navigate this market. And I personally been right more than I've been wrong. And especially this cycle, and especially with meme coins, if you go to the meme coins and look at the top memes here, I got into these top memes that you see here in the billions of dollars in their market cap when they were tiny caps, like Pepe, BONK, Floki from 20 or early 2023, as well as Pepe, but Floki way earlier is an older meme coin. And most recently, Nero that ran to billions of dollars as well as Toshi. And now we're getting onto more meme coins, especially like Breton ETH and Dorky, and some others. If you want more, you can join as well my Discord link in the description. But I see more and more how people get shaken out and don't make it in this market. Is because it's very hard to navigate for most people. And the reason is because of noise. There is so much noise, especially whenever we get drops, people get fearful. This is gonna be the bear market again, and then we get pumps. This is gonna be the bull market again. But especially now, people are not saying this is gonna be the bull market again, even though we're seeing very clear signs that the market is back. Right? We got breath pumping. We got Dorky as well, already holding a steady floor here. Very, very bullish as well. And overall, the market is loving it. While you see now that if you go to YouTubers and YouTube views are down, nobody's here, retail are not here, fear and greed is still on like neutral, nothing is happening. Well, usually this has been always the best time to be buying. Now, if you were in my channel, if you were watching or following my channel recently, you remember, guys, now when we had this fear and greed index at its lowest point, as you can see this, you can even now remember this exact moment here. If you just base your strategy here just on this fear and greed index, you will do so well. Now you can see when it was at its lowest points, and I remember I made the video, this was the best time to be buying, and it was in fact the best time to be buying. Just from that time here, Breton ETH is up 3x just by following the fear and greed. Now, even though Brett is still headed to billions of dollars as well as Dorky and 100x's and more, but the fear and greed index here is very important at telling us what's going on in the market. Now, today the fear and greed index is still telling us it's neutral, and this is key because this is telling us that even though we're pumping, the market believes that we're doesn't believe it, and this is usually what leads to prices to rally even higher. And you know how we know this stuff here? It's by looking at the funding. So funding as well is telling you who is short, who is long, how many people are long, how many people are short. Usually should be at 0.0100%. This means it's a healthy market. Everybody or half the people are long, half the people are short, or more longs than shorts. If it's lower or negative, this is telling us that a lot of people are short. When a lot of people are short, they get liquidated in markets that move up, and that fuels the market to go even higher. And that's in fact what's been happening all along since this time here. This is when in fact like Pepe was launched right around this time here, and that time Bitcoin was around 30k. People were calling for lower funding rates, were negative, and people could not believe we're going to have a bull market. In fact, this was the best time to be buying. Each time actually we did see those ranging times on Bitcoin, and fear and extreme fear, especially here as well with this Germany selling. Each time this was the best time to be buying, and each time we had a rally. So I don't think this time is different, especially with the global liquidity rallying. Now this is repeating exactly an exact copy of 2021, and in 2021 this was pretty much the time where most people that you see flexing today on Twitter that got rich from crypto, this is when they did it. This is exactly what happened. The global liquidity started to pump, which means a lot of money circulating in the system, injected into the space here. Things started to pop, things started to pump, and people started to make life-changing money, like coins going into the 100x's and 1000x's. No kidding. This is actually what happened back in the days here. This has not happened yet, even though we did see some coins pump, right? Like Pepe, we got this early on my channel as well at $200 million in its market cap. It did around 40x to the top. So to the top, this was a 40x. Now it's still up 13x, let's say, from that buy point. But this is usually not what we see. We usually see 1000x's and more. But granted, here Pepe was at $200 million in market cap. That is the reason why as well I like low market cap coins, because that makes the biggest difference. Like if you caught Pepe, let's say, at $20 million market cap, now that makes a bigger difference here. That makes it a 500x, and that makes a big difference when it comes to low caps. That's why I like the low caps. That makes a very big difference between someone that bought a $200 million market cap and rode it right to the top, which is a 40x, or someone that made 500x by getting below 10 or $20 million market cap. That's 1000x. That's the difference. That's why I prefer low cap memes much better. Now even as we speak now, we can see some nice buys getting into Dorky as well. Now one more thing as well is with the coins that are pumping today, when you see coins pumping today with the market, while Ethereum is still here with just a small little pump here with Ethereum. This is at 12%, 13% on Ethereum, and you're seeing the market green. You're seeing bread on E starting its next leg up. That tells me these coins are strong. This tells me these coins are the ones that are gonna participate in the biggest leg up of this cycle, like in 2021, which we are approaching now. This is the one. So this is the one I'm playing for right now. If you were here, you remember the pain. If you missed or did not play this pump here, this part of the cycle, right, you're probably in a lot of pain if you did not make enough money or you left a lot of money at the table. This is pretty much how I felt back after this rally here, which I tried to catch up on here. It was the hardest time, but still there was money to be made, but not as much as this part here. So this part mainly was led by the global liquidity rallying like that. This global liquidity causes this next leg up. Even though we're seeing Bitcoin now here at close to 100k, now it still could go up. It still could go to 150k or 160k, and it still will look like a massive rally. And especially what we really look for here, it's ETH. So ETH has not even done anything yet. So ETH hasn't started the party. This is like a dormant giant that hasn't really done anything yet. Now when this thing starts to rally, this is when things go crazy. Now on my previous video I compared this to Shiba Inu, and you can see clearly when ETH starts to pump, this is when we usually get those rallies. This is pretty much visible with Dogecoin, as it's an older coin. You can see when Ethereum started to pump, Dogecoin suddenly woken up, got into this massive 1000x pump. So that happens when Ethereum pumps. Ethereum pumps only when global liquidity is going up, which is now broken out here, and it's starting its next leg up here. This is the 2021. This is very crazy, guys. This is it. This is the moment we've been waiting for, and it is slowly playing out. And I'm very glad I'm seeing my favorite low cap memes participate in this. And especially pretty much Bitcoin has been on this massive uptrend due to ETFs that were buying up a lot. Recently, they came back strong. As you can see here, they're coming back strong, especially the last 2 days, almost $1 billion worth of Bitcoin that they're buying. This is huge because these are large institutions that are buying Bitcoin. This is not retail driven. In fact, there is no retail yet in the market, because what we're doing now is basically preparing for the retail to come. Retail are not here yet. Retail will be here when you see large YouTubers getting millions of views. Even I will be getting a lot of views, and you'll see the hype coming back, and especially the fear and greed index will stay onto that extreme greed for a long period of time. So what's happening today, because this is really important for our Ethereum here to start rallying, we're seeing now, if we go to ETFs and we go look at USD terms, ETFs were just only selling Ethereum. They were not really buying much until recently. They flipped. So from the 24th, 25th, we seen a $63 million buy and $104 million buy coming from those ETFs. Now, I haven't seen this happen for a while now. You can see it's been only red. Now, if we look at this, it's been mainly red. We had a few here and there. You can see whenever this green bars are showing us when the ETF starts to buy. So whenever they are buying, you can see it actually sustained the price. The price is in yellow. This is the price, and this is the flow. So whenever they start to buy, they actually impact the price. We can see the price is coming up, and whenever they are not buying, the price is going back down, because the retail are not here to start buying yet. But we can see now they are picking back up. They are buying. They're starting to buy. Now, go figure. Now, since the global liquidity broken out, we're seeing the flip happen with those ETFs. They started to buy. Now, $100 million buy is not much compared to what they buy of Bitcoin, but still, it shows a lot of confidence from these institutions towards Ethereum. And funny enough, Ethereum is the worst performing yet. So it really comes perfect here. It's a perfect recipe for a pump. When everybody is bearish and the institutions are bullish and everybody is not buying, this causes FOMO, because a lot of people are not gonna buy now, and this starts to pump, and then they're gonna buy here to actually increase the price harder. So this is usually what happens. Now, when will this happen? This is when we'll see these massive pumps happen on those ETH memes, especially the low caps, as I've shown you now, like Dorky and Breton ETH, especially those low caps, because those can do the 100x's, the 1000x's, like buying Pepe at $20 million in its market cap. That's what I'm aiming for here. Now, I'm as well looking at some base chain memes. I'm gonna make another video about some other low cap gems I found on Base, because I do see that Base or Coinbase exchange is going crazy with these low caps as well. So everybody's waking up slowly to the low cap play and all that, as retail is wising up, and we're seeing slowly people getting smart and not to buy higher cap coins, and instead everybody wants low caps, because it's let's get real, they are the ones that make those massive gains and very fast. So that's what people are looking for. I'm gonna share with you as well those base chain ones. You can as well join my Discord link in the description. It's free to join. And that's about it here, guys. So hold strong, wait for this to play out. This is what I am doing now. We're seeing the market telling us exactly what we need to see here. They're giving us the signs. Everything is green. The coins that we care about are pumping, and most importantly, all we gotta do here is wait. This is literally it. Now, if you are not yet in the market, you might want to get in, right? Because this is coming. The storm is coming, and this is what we're waiting for to happen here. As I shown you here, this is Dogecoin before nobody knows about it. When Dogecoin was unknown, you can see here, it did not pump until actually Ethereum pumped. So even Dogecoin needs Ethereum to pump. There is no escaping that. Now you can see recently Dogecoin started to rally because it started to rally. But since Ethereum dumped, Dogecoin dumped. Now Dogecoin is not on any chain, it's its own blockchain, and it still be affected by that Ethereum. Anyways, guys, that's about it here. Stay strong, hold strong. If you are not in yet, prepare for this massive rally to happen. I'm very excited about it. It is happening, it is coming soon. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching today's video till the end, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.